Lou Alcindor, he played for UCLA from 1966 through 1969, and the dominance was ridiculous. He led them to 3 straight national championships and 3 consecutive perfect seasons in the NCAA tournament. That means he went 30-0 in the tournament, 30-0. He scored over 2,300 points in 3 years, averaging 26 points and over 15 rebounds per game. He won the most outstanding player of the NCAA tournament all 3 years, which nobody else had done at the time. They actually banned dunking after his first season because he was just that dominant under the rim. Even without dunking, he still made over 60% of his field goals. He won the Naismith Award and the USBWA Player of the Year twice. And let's not forget, he was the first ever winner of the Naismith College Player of the Year Award, Pete Maravich. He played at LSU from 1967 through 1970, and the numbers still don't look real. He scored 3,667 points in just 3 seasons, averaging over 44 points per game without a 3-point line or shot clock. He led the NCAA in scoring every single year he played. That's 3 straight seasons at the top. His highest scoring average came in 1970 when he put up over 44 points a game. He once dropped 69 points in a single game and had over 50 points 28 different times. His dad, Press Maravich, was also his coach, and they ran an offense built entirely around Pete's wild creativity and deep shooting. He was a consensus first-team All-American 3 times, and won the Naismith and USBWA Player of the Year awards in 1970. No one's matched his scoring record since. Christian Laettner. He played for Duke from 1988 through 1992 and built one of the most decorated college careers ever. He appeared in 4 straight Final Fours and played in 23 NCAA tournament games, still the most by any player. He scored over 2,400 points and grabbed more than 1,000 rebounds. He hit one of the most iconic shots in tournament history in 1992 against Kentucky, finishing that game with a perfect shooting night, 10 for 10 from the field and 10 for 10 from the free throw line. He won 2 national championships in 1991 and 1992 and was named the NCAA tournament's most outstanding player in his senior year. He was a consensus first-team All-American and won multiple National Player of the Year awards. His mix of clutch performances and consistency made him a tournament legend. Feel free to smash that like and subscribe button for more content like this, and let me know your favorite player of all time down in the comments. Anyways, Anthony Davis. He played for Kentucky during the 2011 through 2012 season and made that 1-year count like crazy. He led Kentucky to a national championship and won the Naismith, Wooden, and Defensive Player of the Year awards, all in the same season. He averaged 14 points, over 10 rebounds, and nearly 5 blocks per game. He blocked 186 shots that season, which set the NCAA freshman record and is still one of the highest ever. In the national title game, he only scored 6 points but completely dominated on defense with 6 blocks and 16 rebounds. He was named the most outstanding player of the NCAA tournament and a consensus first-team All-American. Kentucky went 38-2 that year, and his defense was the backbone of that run. He impacted every single game just by showing up near the rim. Bill Walton. He played for UCLA from 1971 through 1974 and picked up right where Lou Alcindor left off. In his 3 seasons, UCLA went 86-4 and won 2 national championships. He led them to an 88-game winning streak, the longest in college basketball history. He averaged over 20 points and 16 rebounds per game, and shot an unreal 65% from the field. In the 1973 national championship game, he made 21 out of 22 shots and scored 44 points, still one of the greatest single-game performances ever. He was a 3-time National Player of the Year and a 2-time NCAA Tournament Most Outstanding Player. Walton was also a consensus first-team All-American 3 times. His passing and defense made him one of the most complete centers to ever play college basketball, not just a scorer. Zion Williamson. He played 1 season at Duke in 2018 through 2019 and turned college basketball into a highlight reel. He averaged over 22 points, nearly 9 rebounds, 2 steals, and almost 2 blocks per game, while shooting 68% from the field. He won the Naismith, Wooden, and AP Player of the Year awards, sweeping the major honors in his only year. He also took home the ACC Player of the Year and ACC Rookie of the Year in the same season. Duke went 32-6 and made it to the Elite 8, with Zion leading them in scoring and defensive plays. He was a consensus first-team All-American and constantly changed games with his insane athleticism and power. Despite the hype, he actually exceeded expectations by dominating both ends of the floor and delivering jaw-dropping plays nearly every night. Danny Manning. He played for Kansas from 1984 through 1988 and finished as the school's all-time leader in points and rebounds. He scored over 2,900 points and pulled down more than 1,100 rebounds. In his senior season, he led Kansas to the national championship in 1988, carrying a team that had lost 11 games. He scored 31 points and grabbed 18 rebounds in the title game against Oklahoma. That performance earned him the NCAA tournament's Most Outstanding Player award. He won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and was a consensus first-team All-American that year. His ability to play inside and outside made him almost impossible to defend. Kansas became known as Danny and the Miracles because of how he dragged them through the tournament. He played in 147 games and started all of them. Oscar Robertson. He played for Cincinnati from 1957 through 1960 and became the first player in NCAA history to average a triple-double for a season, though assists weren't officially tracked back then. He averaged over 33 points and 15 rebounds per game across his college career, finishing with 2,973 points in just 88 games. He led Cincinnati to 2 Final Four appearances and won the national scoring title all 3 seasons. He was named National Player of the Year each season and earned consensus first-team All-American honors 3 times. He also won the inaugural USBWA Player of the Year award, now named after him. Cincinnati went 79-9 while he was there, and his scoring dominance forced rule changes. His combination of size, skill, and court vision completely changed the way the guard position was played in college basketball. Jimmer Fredette. He played for BYU from 2007 through 2011 and turned into one of the most electrifying scorers in college basketball. In his senior year, he led the nation in scoring with over 28 points per game. He finished his career with 2,599 points, setting the school record. In 2011, he led BYU to the Sweet 16 and won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and AP Player of the Year. He shot over 40% from 3, took nearly 10 threes per game, and was known for pulling up from way beyond the arc. He scored over 40 points 4 times his senior year, including a 52-point game in the Mountain West tournament. He was a consensus first-team All-American and completely carried BYU's offense. His range and confidence made him a fan favorite and a nightmare to guard. Patrick Ewing. He played for Georgetown from 1981 through 1985 and helped turn the program into a national powerhouse. He led them to 3 national championship games and won the title in 1984. Over his career, he blocked over 400 shots and averaged nearly 10 rebounds per game. He scored over 2,000 points and was known for dominating the paint on both ends. Ewing was a 3-time consensus, first-team All-American, and won the Naismith and AP Player of the Year awards in 1985. He was named the NCAA tournament's Most Outstanding Player in 1984 after leading Georgetown past Houston. He played in 17 NCAA tournament games and won 13 of them. His presence alone altered how teams attacked the basket. Ewing's mix of size, athleticism, and defense made Georgetown a constant contender and one of the toughest teams in the country. Doug McDermott. He played for Creighton from 2010 through 2014 and finished with 3,150 points. Ranking 5th all-time in NCAA history, he averaged over 21 points per game across his career and nearly 27 points per game in his senior season. He was a 3-time consensus first-team All-American and won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and AP Player of the Year in 2014. McDermott shot over 45% from three-point range and more than 50% from the field overall. He became the first player in over 20 years to reach 3,000 career points. Creighton made the NCAA tournament 3 times during his career, and he helped them win their first tournament game in over a decade. He also grabbed over 1,000 rebounds, making him one of the few players to hit both major milestones. Grant Hill. He played at Duke from 1990 through 1994 and helped the team win back-to-back national championships in 1991 and 1992. He appeared in 3 straight title games and was the only player to do that in the modern era at the time. Hill was known for his versatility. He scored over 1,900 points, grabbed more than 700 rebounds, and dished out over 400 assists. He was a 2-time consensus first-team All-American and the ACC Player of the Year in 1994. In the 1991 title game, he threw down a reverse alley-oop that instantly became legendary. In 1992, he made the full-court pass that led to Christian Leitner's game-winning shot against Kentucky. His defense, leadership, and ability to play all 5 positions made him one of the most complete college players ever. Luka Garza. He played for Iowa from 2017 through 2021 and became the school's all-time leading scorer with 2,306 points. In his junior and senior seasons, he averaged over 23 points and 8 rebounds per game, shooting better than 55% from the field and over 40% from 3. He won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and AP Player of the Year in 2021, and was a 2-time consensus first-team All-American. Garza was also the Big Ten Player of the Year twice and led Iowa to multiple NCAA tournament appearances. He recorded 38 double-doubles in his career and scored at least 30 points 13 times. His footwork, strength, and shooting touch made him nearly impossible to guard. He became the first Hawkeye to win National Player of the Year and was known for his non-stop motor and consistency. Frank Kaminsky. He played for Wisconsin from 2011 through 2015 and led the Badgers to back-to-back Final Fours, including a national championship game in 2015. That year, he won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and AP Player of the Year. He scored over 1,900 points in his career and grabbed more than 700 rebounds. In the 2015 tournament, he helped take down the undefeated Kentucky team in the Final Four, scoring 20 points and grabbing 11 rebounds. He was a consensus first-team All-American and the Big Ten Player of the Year in his senior season. Kaminsky could shoot from outside, score in the post, and pass like a guard. He shot over 40% from three as a senior and averaged nearly 20 points per game. His versatility and basketball IQ made him the engine of Wisconsin's offense. Tyler Hansbrough. He played for North Carolina from 2005 through 2009 and became the all-time leading scorer in both school and ACC history with 2,872 points. He also grabbed over 1,219 rebounds, making him the first player in ACC history with over 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds. Hansbrough won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and was named Consensus National Player of the Year in 2008. He was a four-time first-team All-ACC selection and a consensus first-team All-American 3 times. In 2009, he led North Carolina to the national championship, capping a career where he played in 18 NCAA tournament games and won 16 of them. He set NCAA records for free throws, made and attempted. His relentless energy and physical style made him one of the most consistent forces in college basketball. Jalen Brunson. He played for Villanova from 2015 through 2018 and helped lead them to 2 national championships in 3 years. In his junior season, he averaged over 18 points and nearly 5 assists per game, while shooting over 50% from the field and 40% from 3. He won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and AP Player of the Year in 2018. Brunson was also named the Big East Player of the Year and a consensus first-team All-American. He played in 14 NCAA tournament games and won 12 of them, including a title run in 2016 and another dominant stretch in 2018. He finished his college career with over 1,800 points and nearly 500 assists. Brunson's calm decision-making, clutch shooting, and leadership made him the driving force behind Villanova's historic run. Zach Edey. He played for Purdue from 2020 through 2024 and became one of the most dominant centers in college basketball history. He won back-to-back Naismith and Wooden Awards in 2023 and 2024, making him the first player to do that in over 40 years. In his senior season, he averaged over 25 points and 12 rebounds per game, while shooting 62% from the field. He scored over 2,400 points and grabbed more than 1,200 rebounds in his career. Edey led Purdue to the national championship game in 2024 and was named the NCAA tournament's most outstanding player. He was a 2-time consensus first-team All-American and a 2-time Big Ten Player of the Year. His size, footwork, and efficiency in the paint made him nearly unstoppable. Chris Mullin. He played for St. John's from 1981 through 1985 and finished his career with over 2,400 points. He was a 3-time Big East Player of the Year and a consensus first-team All-American in his senior season. Mullin led St. John's to the Final Four in 1985, their first appearance since 1952. He averaged over 19 points per game for his career and shot better than 50% from the field and over 80% from the free throw line. In his senior year, he averaged over 19 points, 5 assists, and nearly 5 rebounds per game. Mullin won the Wooden Award in 1985 and was known for his smooth, left-handed shot and high basketball IQ. He helped elevate St. John's into national contention and became one of the Big East's most efficient and consistent scorers. Malcolm Brogdon. He played for Virginia from 2011 through 2016 and became one of the most complete guards in college basketball. He scored over 1,800 points and was the first player in ACC history to win both Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season, which he did in 2016. He averaged over 18 points, 4 rebounds, and nearly 3 assists per game that year. Brogdon led Virginia to 2 Sweet 16 appearances and an Elite 8, helping them become a top defensive team nationally. He was a consensus first-team All-American in 2016 and shot nearly 40% from 3 during his career. He also made over 80% of his free throws. His calm leadership, on-ball defense, and ability to score from anywhere made him a cornerstone of Virginia's rise under Tony Bennett, Larry Bird, He played for Indiana State from 1976 through 1979 and completely transformed the program. He scored 2,850 points in just 94 games, averaging over 30 points and 13 rebounds per game for his career. In his senior season, he led Indiana State to a perfect regular season and their first ever NCAA tournament appearance, taking them all the way to the national championship game. He won the Naismith and Wooden Awards in 1979 and was a consensus first-team All-American. That season, he averaged over 28 points and 14 rebounds per game, while shooting better than 50% from the field. His passing, shooting, and court vision stood out, even without the three-point line. Bird finished his college career with a record of 81-13 and made Indiana State a national powerhouse practically overnight. Glenn Robinson. He played for Purdue from 1992 through 1994 and had one of the most explosive two-year runs in college basketball. In his sophomore season, he averaged over 30 points and 10 rebounds per game, becoming the first Big Ten player to lead the nation in scoring while also averaging a double-double. He scored 1,636 points in just 2 seasons and set the Purdue single-season scoring record with 1,030 points in 1994. That same year, he won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and was named a P Player of the Year. He led Purdue to the Elite Eight and was a consensus first-team All-American. Robinson shot nearly 52% from the field and over 77% from the free throw line during that season. His mix of strength, skill, and scoring ability made him nearly unguardable. David Thompson. He played for NC State from 1972 through 1975 and led them to a national championship in 1974. Over 3 seasons, he scored over 2,300 points and averaged more than 26 points and 8 rebounds per game. He was a 3-time consensus first-team All-American and won the Naismith Award and the inaugural Wooden Award in 1975. Thompson led NC State to a 57-1 record across 2 seasons, breaking UCLA's 88-game win streak in the process. In the 1974 title game, he scored 21 points and grabbed 8 rebounds against Marquette. He was known for his vertical leap and acrobatic scoring, often playing above the rim before the dunk was even legal. His ability to dominate games helped put NC State into national prominence and redefined athleticism in college hoops. Larry Johnson. He played for UNLV from 1989 through 1991 after transferring from junior college and made an instant impact. In 2 seasons, he scored over 1,500 points and grabbed more than 800 rebounds. He averaged over 21 points and 11 rebounds per game, while shooting better than 61% from the field. Johnson led UNLV to a national championship in 1990 and a Final Four in 1991. The team went 69-6 during his time there, including a perfect 34-0 season in 1990. He won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and was named AP Player of the Year in 1991. Johnson was also a 2-time consensus first-team All-American and dominated with his strength, agility, and low-post scoring. His physical style overwhelmed defenders and helped make UNLV a powerhouse. Jason Williams. He played for Duke from 1999 through 2002 and became one of the most explosive point guards in college basketball. He scored over 2,079 points and dished out more than 600 assists in just 3 seasons. Williams led Duke to a national championship in 2001, averaging nearly 22 points and 6 assists that year. He won the Naismith and Wooden Awards in 2002 and was a 2-time consensus first-team All-American. He also earned ACC Player of the Year twice. Known for his speed, scoring, and ability to take over games, Williams hit clutch shots throughout his career, including a huge comeback win over Maryland in 2001. He shot nearly 40% from 3 and 80% from the free throw line. His mix of scoring and playmaking helped keep Duke at the top nationally. Carmelo Anthony. He played 1 season at Syracuse in 2002 through 2003 and led them to their first ever national championship. As a freshman, he averaged over 22 points and 10 rebounds per game, finishing with 722 points that season. He was named the NCAA tournament's most outstanding player after scoring 20 points and grabbing 10 rebounds in the title game against Kansas. In the Final Four, he dropped 33 points and pulled down 14 rebounds against Texas. Anthony earned consensus second-team All-American honors and was a finalist for the Wooden Award. His scoring, rebounding, and calm under pressure made him the centerpiece of Syracuse's championship run. He started all 35 games that year and shot over 45% from the field and nearly 70% from the free throw line. His impact in 1 year was unforgettable. Kemba Walker. He played for UConn from 2008 through 2011 and delivered one of the most legendary tournament runs ever. In his junior season, he averaged over 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, per game. He led UConn to 11 straight wins to end the season, including 5 games in 5 days to win the Big East tournament. Then he carried them through the NCAA tournament and won the national championship in 2011. Walker scored over 900 points that season, setting a single-season school record. He was named the NCAA tournament's most outstanding player and a consensus first-team All-American. He finished his career with over 1,800 points and 500 assists. His buzzer beater against Pittsburgh in the Big East tournament became iconic. His quickness, clutch shooting, and leadership turned UConn into a championship team practically overnight. J.J. Redick. He played for Duke from 2002 through 2006 and became the school's all-time leading scorer with 2,690 points. He also set the ACC record for career points and still holds the Duke record for the most three-pointers, made with 457. In his senior year, he averaged over 26 points per game and shot 42% from beyond the arc. He won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and AP Player of the Year in 2006. Redick was a 2-time consensus first-team All-American and a 2-time ACC Player of the Year. He scored 30 or more points 17 times in his career and made at least 5 three-pointers in a game 40 times. His off-ball movement, elite shooting, and ability to hit tough shots under pressure made him one of the most feared scorers in college basketball. Buddy Hield. He played for Oklahoma from 2012 through 2016 and finished with 2,901 points, ranking second in school history. In his senior year, he averaged over 25 points per game while shooting over 50% from the field and 45% from three-point range. He led Oklahoma to the Final Four in 2016 and scored 37 points in the Elite Eight win over Oregon. Hield won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and AP Player of the Year that season. He was a 2-time Big 12 Player of the Year and a 2-time consensus first-team All-American. He made 409 three-pointers in his career, one of the highest totals ever. His scoring explosion in 2016 included 12 games with 30 or more points. Hield's deep range and relentless scoring made him a nightmare for opposing defenses. Obi Toppin. He played for Dayton from 2018 through 2020 and became the school's first National Player of the Year. In his sophomore season, he averaged over 20 points, 7 rebounds, and shot 63% from the field. He led Dayton to a 30-2 record and a number 3 national ranking before the NCAA tournament was canceled in 2020. Toppin won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and AP Player of the Year, and was a consensus first-team All-American. He also earned Atlantic 10 Player of the Year and helped Dayton go undefeated in conference play. Toppin scored over 1,200 points in 2 seasons and was known for his high-flying dunks, inside scoring, and shooting touch from beyond the arc. He shot 39% from 3 in his final season and was the centerpiece of one of Dayton's best teams ever, Juan Dixon. He played for Maryland from 1998 through 2002 and became the school's all-time leading scorer with 2,269 points. In his senior year, he led Maryland to its first ever national championship, averaging over 20 points per game. He was named the NCAA tournament's most outstanding player after scoring 18 points and grabbing 5 steals in the title game against Indiana. Dixon played in 17 NCAA tournament games and scored double figures in all of them. He was a 2-time first-team All-ACC selection and a consensus first-team All-American in 2002. He also holds the school record for steals with 333. Dixon's scoring, defense, and leadership turned Maryland into a national power, and he helped the program reach back-to-back Final Fours. His relentless work ethic and consistency defined his college career. TJ Ford. He played for Texas from 2001 through 2003 and quickly became one of the most dynamic point guards in college basketball. In his sophomore season, he led Texas to the Final Four, their first appearance since 1947. That year, he averaged over 15 points, 7 assists, and nearly 2 steals per game. He won the Naismith and Wooden Awards in 2003 and was a consensus first-team All-American. Ford also led the nation in assists as a freshman, averaging more than 8 per game. He finished his career with over 1,000 points and over 500 assists in just 2 seasons. His speed, court vision, and ability to control the game's pace made Texas a serious contender. Ford was also named Big 12 Player of the Year and helped transform Texas into one of the top programs during his short but impactful run. Shane Battier. He played for Duke from 1997 through 2001 and became one of the most complete players in college basketball history. In his senior season, he led Duke to the national championship and was named the NCAA tournament's most outstanding player. That year, he averaged over 19 points, 7 rebounds, and nearly 3 blocks per game. Battier won the Wooden Award, Naismith Award, and AP Player of the Year in 2001. He finished his career with over 1,900 points, over 800 rebounds, and set the school record for career charges taken. He was a consensus first-team All-American and the first player in ACC history to record over 2,000 points, 800 rebounds, 200 steals, and 200 blocks. His leadership, defense, and basketball IQ made him the foundation of Duke's title-winning team and one of the best two-way players ever. Feel free to smash that like and subscribe button for more content like this.